Generally, you're right.
Hello, I'm all good. You?
Yeah, not too bad, man. How's things
Good.
going
Good.
during this pandemic?
Hey?
How's things going during this pandemic?
Yeah,
The
it's all right.
training
It's all
and that.
right. I'm still training away, so it's not really changed for me, to be honest. We're just getting on with it, to be honest with you.
Yeah, no, obviously, you're gonna be taking your first professional fight. When's that going on?
I can't say too much, but hopefully I'm going to get on the undercard of Lucas Ballingall's title fight, the English title he's got. So,
Okay,
yeah, hopefully we're just finalising a few things. So, hopefully be releasing some stuff about that at the end of the week, maybe next week.
definitely, man. So, how did you get into boxing? I wanna get to know a bit about your story and that.
Yeah, so my brother, he was a boxer. I was about 8 years old, and my mum used to work night shifts. So my dad used to have to take me, my brother, and my sister to the gym. Um, and as an 8 year old, just running about, and I used to just run into the gym and start training and doing it. And in the end, they just let me get on with it and do it. And then yeah, they started training me. So I was
Yeah,
there for probably a couple of years,
yeah.
and then moved on to another club.
So, what age did you actually start then?
So it was about 8 I started, and then
Yeah.
had my first fight at 12. So
Okay.
yeah,
How,
yeah,
how,
young
how,
age.
yeah, how did it go during your amateur career? I heard you were very successful, so just
Uh,
tell us a bit about that.
do you think? I mean, I wish I'd done more. There was a lot more I wanted to do.
Yeah.
I definitely don't think I did what I wanted to do.
Mm.
Yeah, it was all right. About 22 fights. I was junior champion, ABA champion,
Yeah.
Haringey Box Cup champion, and the national champion, senior national champion. So yeah, it was all right. Like I say, I wish I'd done more, but
Yeah.
you know, in and out of
Uh,
boxing like as a
yeah,
young girl. So yeah,
definitely. I was reading an article. It said you were Sportswoman of the Year in 2013. Am I right?
yeah. We didn't
Yeah.
expect
So,
to win it at all. Like we didn't even go. We were like, oh, like, I think Nicola Adams and stuff was up on it. I think, and we were like, oh,
yeah,
it was nice to be nominated, kind of thing. Um,
definitely.
yeah, I was sat at home, and then my coach phoned me and was like, "You won it." I was like, "What?" Bloody hell! Yeah, so I won that. So madness.
Yeah, definitely, man. Obviously, how did you join with Michael McKinson's camp? Obviously, his father is training you, isn't it?
Yeah. I think I came across Michael on Facebook, saw that he
Okay.
was a trainer and that, and I'd boxed for Portsmouth Gym '01, so I was already training in Portsmouth. And I had a break from training, break from boxing,
Mm.
and wanted to get back into it. So I think I messaged him on Facebook, and he said come down, and I did it for a little bit, but the timing wasn't really right for me. I mean, mentally, and I had things going on, and so I didn't go back after. I did a couple of sessions, and then that was it. Um,
Mm.
and then probably about a year ago, just over a year ago, he said like, "Are you ready to come back now?" So I was like, "Yeah, let's do it." I was in a much better place. Um, yeah, and I wanted to fulfill my dream because I've always it's always where I want to be.
Yeah,
And I never really did that. So yeah, that's a year ago, and I'm here now. So I'm quite
mm.
happy and proud of myself for getting where I am at the
Definitely,
moment.
man. Definitely. What do you think of women's boxing as a whole at the moment? It
Mate,
seems to
it's
be thriving.
booming,
Yeah,
isn't it? There's
definitely.
so many good females. There really is, and it's going to be good to just mix with all of them. It really is. Like I can't wait. I really can't wait. I'm looking forward to the Shannon Courtney Ebony Bridges fight. That's going to be
Oh
good.
yeah, that's
That's
gonna
gonna
be good. What's your thoughts on that? What do you think? Who do you think's gonna come on top?
Do you know if I think if Bridges sticks it on her, I think Courtney will crumble a little bit. And
Yeah,
watching like looking at Ebony's videos at the minute, she's looking quite strong. Like she's putting some power behind her shots.
yeah,
Yeah, so I don't know. I'm going to go with Ebony Bridges, I reckon, for this one.
really. Yeah, I'm not gonna go against your prediction with that because I already went against your prediction once, and you all know what happened there, innit?
Anything can happen in boxing, Zane. You know that. Anything can
Yeah,
happen. Takes one
real
shot.
man. Definitely, man. Yeah. So, in terms of yourself, then, what weight do you fight at?
So I'm going to be bantamweight.
Yeah.
Yeah, bantamweight. So. yeah, mix it with some good boxers, definitely. Just want to get the first one out of the way, you know.
Yeah.
It's obviously a lot different to amateurs, so
Yeah.
yeah, it's all a new experience for me as a whole, really. So yeah, I mean, I've
Yeah.
enjoyed the journey so far. You know, I've got great teammates, great coaches, great manager.
Yeah.
So I'm really blessed with that. You know, I get to mix it with them boys and
Yeah.
sparring with them as well. And so yeah,
Yeah.
no, I've got a good team, good camp, everything. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm happy.
Definitely. And there was a rumor going around that you got kicked out of a gym or something because you were beating up the boys. Is that true?
Yeah, yeah. So that's the first gym. So when I started when I
Yeah.
was 8, they
Okay.
said to my dad, "Oh, she can't spar anymore."
Yeah.
You know, didn't really give a reason, but like obviously, I
Yeah.
mean, my dad and I knew I was sort of on top of the boys, you know, at
Yeah.
that time. So yeah, my dad was like, "That's fair enough," and then took me out of that club and then
Yeah.
put me into St Gerard's in Chichester.
Okay.
And yeah, so that's where I started properly, you know, fighting and learning my
Yeah.
bits was from St Gerard's in Chichester. Yeah.
Yeah. So I heard you also sparred with Rachel Ball a few times. How did that go about, and how did that come?
Yeah. I went up to Birmingham, and they had like a sparring day on sort of thing, and Rachel Ball
Mm.
was there and a few others. So yeah, got to mix it with some good boxers up there, and Rachel Ball. I mean, I really enjoyed that. Like, I really would like to get some more sparring with her. You know,
Mm.
like 100%. She's a cracking fighter. She really is. So
Yeah.
yeah, no, it was good. It was a good spar. It was only like my second or third spar back. So
Okay.
but it was good. I was happy with the spar. I'd done well.
Mm.
I was quite happy with it.
Mm.
And yeah, I'd like to get up there again. Really, all the fighters
100%.
are up there, aren't they? You know, you've got lots of good sparring up there. So I mean, I'm happy to travel. Happy to travel just
100%.
to get as many rounds as I can.
Yeah. So who do you think's running the women's boxing at the moment? Obviously, Katie Taylor's got all the belts and that, but apart
100%.
from that, do you think that she won the Pursoon fight? Because there was a lot of controversy going on
That
that
was
fight.
that was I was very. Oh, I don't know.
Because there were two fights, and to be honest, like I like Katie Taylor. Don't get me wrong, but I feel that Pursoon quite hustled her throughout the
Yeah, she
fight, and
did. Yeah,
yeah,
100%. I mean, what can you say?
mm,
Pursued's a fantastic fighter, isn't she? She stuck on. She knew what she needed to do, and she did
mm,
break Katie Taylor down. I must admit,
yeah,
but she's a champion for
definitely.
a reason, I suppose, isn't she?
Yeah, I guess so. When do you think we're gonna see you in there with someone like Shannon Courtney or a big name? You know, obviously it's your
I,
first fight coming up, but don't want
yeah,
to rush it.
yeah. No, I'm not thinking about anything else really. You know, I've got the blinkers on.
Mm,
I just want to get the first one out of the way. You know, get the
definitely.
experience of it all.
Yeah,
You know, get a few fights in, and then yeah, like I mean, I know my talent. I know how good I'm gonna be, how good I am. Like,
mm,
so yeah, I'm just gonna go with the flow, see where we go.
yeah. You see, with that sparring with Rachel Ball, how far do you think you're off those sort of opponents? Do you think you're ready to match it with them?
Yeah, I reckon so. I reckon so. Definitely, definitely. But like I say, I mean, I'm just concentrating on this, you know, and my first camp now that I've just gone into. So it's all an
Mm,
experience. It's all an experience. So yeah,
yeah,
hopefully soon I can get up there on the big stage because I know that's where I'm meant to be. 100% meant to be on the big stage with the big boxers.
definitely.
I fight better. The better the better the fighter I am. So yeah, yeah, I'm
Yeah.
looking
So
forward to that.
how would you describe your like fighting style? How do you fight?
I'm quite neat and tidy. Um,
Yeah,
you know, in and out, but I'm good when I sit inside. You know, I think I'm an all-round fighter. Really, I can get on my bike when I need to,
yeah,
and I can sit and fight when I need to. So yeah, I mean, there's things that I wanna work on and perfect, and you know, do differently
yeah,
and whatnot. So that's what this is all about now. This process, and it's just figuring out how I want to do it. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, it's all
yeah.
learning.
So how did this first fight come about? Talk of this first fight. Obviously, there must have been a transition where you thought, you know what, I'm just gonna give this my all. So when did this come about?
Yeah, so about a year ago, I just mental health wise, I was depressed and felt
Oh,
crap
really?
about myself. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
just a lot of people experience that nowadays, don't
yeah,
they? You get
yeah,
depressed and
definitely.
whatnot, and yeah. So boxing was always something I've always been in and out of boxing since I was 8. Like I
Yeah,
never really gave it my full. I never really gave it everything I had. Sort of just sat on the
yeah,
back burner, and then I would be like, oh, I need to do it, I need to do it. And then
yeah,
as I've got older, yeah, I few issues, and I just thought, you know what, I'm
mm,
never ever going to be happy and being myself unless I do this, unless I get up there and do what I know I'm meant to do. Like I hate the thought of me leaving this planet
yeah,
and not doing anything. Do you know
yeah.
what I mean? Like I was never existed. I hate that thought. I hate it. Um, I'm dyslexic as well, so I didn't get on very well in school.
Oh, sorry, Tom.
So physically, like you find that people with dyslexia are always quite good at sports or something physical, and it was
Yeah,
just always something from a 8-year-old girl. I just had it. I just
yeah,
had it. So
definitely.
I needed to get back on it, and I wanted to do it. And
Do
yeah,
you
like
think
that was a year
that
ago.
yeah, do you think the fact that you're doing boxing now has helped your mental health as well?
100%, 100%. I'm so much happier, so much happier. I really, really am. Like my relationship was struggling because of as well of me being feeling the way I was feeling.
Yeah,
So I mean, yeah, all round everything's so much better now. I'm training, I'm healthy, I'm happy. Everything's
yeah,
good, everything's stable. I'm on a good path. So yeah, I'm
it's good
happy.
to hear. Definitely. So, how did that win for Michael McKinson feel and motivate you? Because
Oh,
obviously you're
so I
almost
was
done.
fucking screaming. I was screaming. My partner's like, "Shut up!" I'm screaming at the top of my lungs. Couldn't sit
Yeah,
down. I'm like running around the room thinking, "Lucky, come on." Um,
yeah,
but yeah, like I'm lucky. Like the whole way through camp that Mikey was in,
yeah,
I was in the gym as well, training sort of in the background, watching him spar. And that for
yeah,
me, I love watching that boy, not just because he's my teammate, same as Lucas, like just their boxing, their skill, their movement, everything is just
mm,
class. So I'm lucky I get to sit and watch, take bits in while they're sparring. I'll just sit and watch, the way they move their legs, their feet. Um,
yeah,
so yeah, I'm lucky I get to be in a stable with them, and obviously all the other boys, they're brilliant, Harley
yeah,
Hodges, Connor Edney, Matt King, we're a really good team and we're a family. So, and that's the
yeah,
important part, we go through it together, we train together, we run together, we push each other
mhm,
through it, we're just a good
definitely,
family, good team.
definitely. I was going to mention, are you going to sign up with a promotional company or anything before you
Yeah,
turn
yeah.
professional for your fight?
Mm, hopefully, I mean, hopefully, yeah. I just trying to keep my eyes on what's in front of me at the minute. I don't
Yeah,
like. I love to be like. I just want to train. Do you know what I mean? I don't like dealing
yeah,
with any other sort of things. I just
yeah,
like to keep myself focused
okay.
on training. Like I ain't got the mental capacity to do anything else like that. To be
Yeah,
honest.
100%. No, I understand that. Do you have any sort of information about your opponent coming up for this first fight?
Not at the moment. Like I say, I'm still in talks at the moment with a few bits. So
Yeah,
all I can say is it's hopefully the undercard of the English title fight with Myron Mills and Lucas Banningal. So that's the 21st of May. So
21st of May.
yeah, hopefully I'll be releasing some more info about that probably end of the week, maybe
Mhm.
beginning of next week. I've just got to wait for some of the info to come through, really.
Definitely, man. Is there any sort of last words you'd like to say before we wrap up the
Uh,
interview? What can we expect?
yeah, hopefully big things. Just get a few fights under my belt.
Hmm.
I'm working and training so hard. I really am. So yeah, expecting big things. So stay with me. Stay with me.
Definitely. Another thing before we wrap up, Ellie, I'd like to just let you explain your socials, all of your social media, where people can find you.
Yeah, Instagram at Elley Booth, Facebook Elley Booth. Just a quick shout out to all my sponsors because it'd be 1,000 times harder
Yeah.
without them
Go on,
behind
give them
me.
a shout
So
out.
yeah, man. LFE Renovations and Plastering, the gym
Yeah.
group in Portsmouth, webuyanyphone.com. Chichester Motorcycles and Harvey Works Ltd. Big shout out to you, like massive
Yeah.
thank you for
Just
supporting me.
another thing. How important are the sponsors before we wrap up the interview?
Oh, massively, massively. I was a carer before getting back into training, so
Right.
and I couldn't train and do the care. It was so difficult. So I made the decision to get rid of the care and just do the boxing, and so I
Yeah.
left my job. So the sponsorships helped me massively getting to and from training, my kits, everything like that. It's
Yeah.
honestly, so yeah, but there's more room for more. So
100%, man. Thank you for coming on, Elley, and I look forward to hearing more about your fight. Yeah.
no, thanks for having me, Zane. Appreciate it.
Take care, man. I'll see you soon.
All right,
Yeah.
mate. All right,
Take care.
bye.
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 See you.